You want me to resign? Well, good luck without me. For the last 10 years, I've been working from home as an automation engineer for a relatively small company that produced custom-built industrial gas treatment units, industrial chillers, compressor stations, that sort of thing. My job was to write algorithms for PLCs, design HMI, and set up data transfer for customers' SCADA systems. I was the person who told machines what to do. I was getting significant below-market pay for such position, but with only 4 to 5 projects per year, and each taking me 2 to 3 weeks to complete, I wasn't arguing, since I was getting paid for mostly doing nothing, and I was fortunate enough to have considerable passive income thanks to lucky investments of my inheritance. Everything was great until a couple of years ago, when owner decided to retire and sold the company. So here comes new management with new policies. In my country, every worker entitled to at least 4 weeks of paid vacation time per year. All unspent vacation is rolled other to the next year, but you have to take at least 2 uninterrupted weeks per year. So if you only take your mandatory vacation, you accumulate 14 additional days per year. Given how much free time I had, I rarely used more than mandatory 2 weeks per year, always making sure that there be no commissioning or maintenance planned during my vacation. During these events, I would remotely access the maintenance engineer's laptop. But one of the first policies new management implemented was schedule-based vacations. So now O had to decide when I take my 2 weeks at the start of the year. I chose the first week of April. In early March, I get a call from manager of the development team who asked me to come on a quick 3-day work trip to help a maintenance engineer switch PLC and upload new project. Thanks to new maintenance team manager, a lot of maintenance engineers quit, and they are short-stuffed, and the only one they can send ATM is bad with computer. Where isn't much for me to do, since we had identical station going through the same PLC switch month prior, so I'll just fly there, chill, until electrical panel is rewired, new PLC is installed, when I just upload new project to PLC and fly home. I thought for myself and agreed to go. Apparently maintenance engineer not only bad with computers, but also knows nothing about electrical work, so I had to do everything myself, which I am not qualified to do. But at this point, I don't want to disappoint client, who turned out to be a bunch of really nice people. So after a week, and with only 3 burned down fuses, I finished. After returning home, I informed my manager that I am not going to any more business trips since I don't get paid enough to also do a maintenance engineer's work. First, the start of my vacation comes, and I get another call. Despite my poor judgment, I decided to answer, hey, we need you to go on another business trip starting next Monday. It will just take a week, if for this project. I'm not familiar with that project. It was done while I was on paternity leave. Yeah, we had to contract a specialist to do that project while you were on leave. I'll send it to you along with documentation right away. Disconnects. I checked the received project and it is huge. 7 PLCs, 6 HMI panels, everything has to work as a single system, and the project is a total mess. Nothing would work. You just have to do everything from scratch. Will probably take me close to a month to finish. And that is with doing everything from the comfort of my own home, where I am more productive. So I call back, yeah, I looked at this project and that's a mess. It's not in working condition and no way to finish it in a week. I'll do what I can do, but as I said last time, I'm doing it remotely. As always, I won't go on another business trip, especially now. I have too many things planned for the next few weeks. I can't go. But the reception on site is terrible. You won't be able to access it remotely. And we already missed all deadlines on this project. Client is pissed, and we are looking at huge fines. The CEO is breathing down my neck. We need it fixed yesterday. Then I'll email the maintenance engineer project with changes each evening once he is in hotel with decent reception, and he can email me list of things that need fixing. It's not the first time we've done it that way. Okay, I hear you. I'll have to speak with CEO about 15 minutes later, I get another call. CEO said, what if you don't want to go? You should just write a resignation letter. I am the only employee who knows how to do my job. But yeah, sure, I'll send my resignation letter right away. I was thinking about not doing it, so they had to terminate me and pay me termination compensation. But when I decided to, be petty in a different way. In my country, you had to give at least 2 weeks notice, unless both parties agreed to a shorter notice. So I write my letter and set my resignation day as the 14th of April, which is 2 weeks. Shortly after it gets approved, did is done, and I get another call a bit later. So, will you be able to finish this project before you leave? I won't be able to do any work on that project before I leave. What? Why? You still have 2 weeks and we really need it done. Well, you see, I'm on vacation right now. Last day of my vacation will be April 13th, and I am resigning on the 14th. Fallout. I recently got a message from ex-colleague I have friendly relationship with. Apparently they are in deep SIT right now. Deadlines were missed, fines rolled in, and companies' accounts have been frozen. They were even unable to pay salaries for the last 2 months. They're probably toast, and if things go that way, they'll have to file bankruptcy. Don't worry, people will get paid in the end. In my country, salary debts have the highest priority when a bankrupt business sells its assets. Downside, I still haven't received my compensation for my 120 saved vacation days.